At first it felt like the ground fell out from under me. My stomach lurched as if I were plummeting down a collapsing shaft. The sensation was dizzying, disorienting. I wasn't falling, yet my body felt weightless, unmoored, as if Mars itself had let go of me. Then the impossible happened. Pebbles, stones, dust, all of it began to rise. Slowly at first, then steadily, drifting upward in a surreal dance, and then people. Every fighter, every ally, even Martha beside me, lifted into the air, limbs flailing like puppets cut from their strings. I looked down. My boots had left. The ground panic surged in my chest. Martha, what's happening to us? I shouted, voice cracking. Her calm reply cut through the chaos. This is Seabeat. We just canceled gravity in this sector. Hold the safety rope tight. Stay as close to the ground as you can. Her words steadied me. My hands clamped down on the thick synthetic rope, gripping it until my knuckles ached. The world spun as my body floated upward, twisting until I dangled upside down. Around me, others clutched ropes, flailing like frightened monkeys in a storm. I turned my visor toward the enemy encampment. Their soldiers were drifting too, yanked skyward like broken marionettes. Some clutched each other in panic. Others reached uselessly for weapons spinning out of reach. The sight almost made me laugh, but fear smothered the thought. So, it just cancels gravity? I called out, my voice thin against the chaos. Not exactly, Martha said, her tone clipped, urgent. It redirects gravity, pulls us toward its source, the satellite overhead. Without a rope, they won't just float, they'll be dragged off-world. Cold dread clawed through me. So they're going to drift into space? They'll wish it were that simple, Martha muttered grimly. The real danger is, look out. I cut her off a rock, dislodged by the sudden shift, hurtled through the air. It struck her shoulder with a sickening crack. She cried out, her hand ripped from the rope. Martha, I didn't think. I let go of my own rope, hurling myself toward her, body spinning wildly in the weightless chaos. My hands found her arm, fingers locking tight as I steadied her. Talk to me. Are you okay? Her face twisted in pain. My shoulders broken, but I'm still here. I pulled her against me, securing her with my rope. My heart pounded so hard it felt like it would burst. Across the field, Murga's voice boomed over comms, steady and commanding despite the madness. They've risen high enough. Signal the satellite now. Through clenched teeth, Martha raised her good arm and pressed her comm switch. Her voice was calm despite the agony. Let the rain begin. And just like that, Seabet ended. Gravity slammed back into us. We plummeted. Hundreds of bodies, rocks, and debris crashing down. My stomach flipped as the world roared back to meet us. I twisted beneath Martha, bracing myself, and caught her in my arms just as we struck the ground. The impact drove the air from my lungs, but I held on. She gasped, then let out a shaky laugh. You caught me. Saved my life again. Not yet, I rasped, scanning the battlefield. We're still in it. All around, soldiers scrambled. To their feet, shaken but alive. The Southerners were less lucky. Many slammed into jagged stone or landed too far from cover. But the survivors were regrouping fast, shouting, weapons already rising. "Merga," I bellowed. "We need to move. Now, fall back to the secondary perimeter." He roared, voice cutting through the din. He pulled Martha close, helping her run despite her injury. Explosions thundered across the field, the enemy unleashing their counterattack. Dust rained down, smoke choking the air. "Faster," Martha urged. Even as blood soaked her suit, we sprinted through chaos, stumbling over debris, bolts of plasma scorching the ground around us. She shoved me aside just as a boulder crashed down where I'd been, the shockwave rattling my teeth. "Thanks," I gasped. "Don't mention it, move." We dashed the last stretch, soldiers screaming, fire and dust engulfing the field. As we crossed into the safety line of the secondary perimeter, my chest heaved, lungs raw. Martha leaned against me, her face pale but fierce. The war hadn't ended. In the relay station, it hadn't ended with our escape. It was here again. Bigger, closer, hungry, and this time it had come for everyone.